hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Are you ready, bro?
Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Bet. Okay, you go. Just ready up whenever you're ready.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it.
All right, bet.
Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I get back up. Gotta get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Buffalo Bills. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 390, 390. Me and you all day,
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Ready. Flag. What is that?
Set the tone, defense. Set.
Easy.
Slam. Check 31. Check.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Even. Let's go.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 3.
Three, come team. Easy. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing, Rivers. Going up top for Kupp. And got his man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Hey, Delta. Hey, ready.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Check 90. Hey, run 80. Switch up. Run 80.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Open man is Anderson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check, check. Lucky.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. C.J. Anderson. And he is into the end zone. For a Washington touchdown. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
My kicker's trash.
This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Check 50, check 50. Begin. Watch twins. Kill.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to wind up in there. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ooh, good play.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Hey, Rocket.
Throwing Rivers. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
Oh, I messed that up.
Oh, how about about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Off the play fake, Winston. And his pass incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5. Follow. Watch the city. Easy. Check.
Now Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch it.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point good by Prater. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Delta! Left! Hey, wahoo!
53 Mike. Check 53 Mike. All day.
Hey, Delta! Behind!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
White! Bravo!
Mike 58 right there.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Now
be scared of it.
From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers, man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Redskins.
380. 56. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
A first down throw here for Rivers. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Rivers again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. James Washington with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing again on second down. Winston. That's caught inside the 20.
Good shit.
Home for a Bills touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Prater for the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive?
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Now Rivers. And this is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Alpha! Hey, Charlie!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Kirk now, the return man. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, Winston. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They run it again with Anderson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Pernell McPhee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Pick it up, team.
Jameis to throw it. Left side, it's Beckham. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hey, easy. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's pick it up. It's out. Easy. Hey, the field. Let's get off the field. Flip it.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Winston now from the 50. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Right there. 5 on the 50. Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Rip left.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Switch.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Follow. Easy. Mike 54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's off. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Sonny. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Come on. Sunday. Short. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Watch twist. Watch. Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Check. Watch 54. Hey, get in the way. Right there. 54. Right there. Green, 17. Get your swarm on.
They'll throw again. Winston. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it. And this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Mike's 5-4. Flip. Mike's 5-4. Here we go. Hey, 1 second. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let him know. Mike's 54. Here we go. Even. He can't hang.
Jameis again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Now Anderson running right. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
And as one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns, it confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
56. Mike's 56.
From the gun, Rivers. And now he's
Good
taken
shit,
down.
bro.
And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles.
Good game, bro.
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
That's the way.
Rivers now. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
180, 390, 0.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
From the gun, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Load it.
56 to Mike. 56.
Hey, Zoo.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Rivers. Out left to Anderson. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards.
Get 180, block 15.
Watch tight end. Out.
Hey, easy. Hey, orbit. We ain't giving up nothing today.
51 to Mike. 51.
Rivers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side,
get
that hands
too.
team ready.
No doubt about it.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick.
Oh.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Wide, get wide. Alert 3. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Johnson running right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
36. Alert flare. Shoot. Switch.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up, and what's been so far a tough game for them. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Switch. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range
Good game, bro.
You have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.